should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Right to the air is Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a big play there on a catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Washington, first down.
Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away. And that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here, they get the completion and a quick first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run here with a rookie. He's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
Daniels pass.
On their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
It's fourth down.
Daniels going to throw for it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, my goodness. He had his tight end running free down the middle. I think maybe if you don't try to go for the home run, but you just kind of get into it, just put it out, just put it work out. But he let him too much, and that's a tough incompletion to have.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. A play fake. Now Penix. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. And a very might have got a yard. And they can get a yard to the 41. Now Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That would have broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down.
On first down, it's Forsky-Moore. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Second down. 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Again, it's Krosky-Moore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 2
Let's go.
And it's
To throw is Daniels. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion. that could have been an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air goes Daniels. That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
It's a gain of 67.
Robinson. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the Commanders.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the track.
I agree with you totally. Workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Come on.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because in the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself. You show your team that you're still winning, and how you continue to lead.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10. Down at the 33. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson.
The Falcons, 36-yard line.
Here's Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Working out again, Daniels. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Daniels with a give across the Merritt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there. Now they've got it first and goal.
19-18. Here we go.
At the 7-yard line.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Ready. Cowboy. Ready.
Krosky Merritt will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the brake on the field.
This will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
First and 10 at the
One play has him
43-yard
up
line.
past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw, Penix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To the air, Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And the Falcons, first down.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Let's go. Hawk, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Steady.
Looking to throw Penix. It's going to be caught by Pitts. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 32 on the play.
That's another Falcons first down.
Here we go, set.
First and goal at the 3-yard
70
line.
Lions.
They'll run with Robinson. And he will take it off for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Falcons 14.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Kickoff.
They'll get to the 30-yard line before going down now.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Intended
And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
60 Eagles. Ready.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And it's a run to the over. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's a gain of
Give him a gain of 38.
That's good for Washington.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas league where it turns into a day. You would think that you hit it off the wall, but it's a play for a short little pass.
Brings up second.
Daniels looking to throw.
The Falcons 24.
Incomplete. That's Lane.
On the roll.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Yard gain on the
Lightning,
play.
18.
And the Commanders first down.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Middle of the field has got McLaurin. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Matt Gay on for
A
the point
nice
after.
throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take over and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
6-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this week?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of heal. Do a little bit of a reset for this team, but it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be blown down with the first down after a gain of about 11, as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Penix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some 7 yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And that is incomplete.
Good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll go play action here with Penix. He'll try and do this himself. Ill-advised throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
It's just about words in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second and 6. There's that man again. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
12 more yards.
Here we go.
Washington.
19, Charger, 19.
First down.
Out of the gun, they go with Krusty Miller. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. The throw left side, hauled in by Lane. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Tackled at the 12. A gain of 4 yards. The offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. 2nd and 13. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Go! Ready?
Back to throw. Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lane. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A 23-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. He's past the 30. A nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
Well, we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
It's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamal Agnew, 63 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. He's going to be sacked. So they're unable to add on to their lead.
Commanders 17.
Well, following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Krosky Bears to start the drive. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the
From Falcon territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now. First and 10.
Washington Commanders, first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. The gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5. At the 26-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. And his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They move the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for it.
And he takes it. Touchdown, Washington. Jacory Krosky-Mary, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead in this third quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. A good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
Here's Penix. Complete to Drake London. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. So no gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Go.
A play fake. Now Penix. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now a 3-point swing right there.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build up the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Their confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That is into the hands of Preston Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 21 yards there on 3rd down. 21 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Now Daniels going to keep it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
It's 2nd down and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Man, and he hits him in stride. And it's into the end zone for the Washington touchdown. Jalen Lane, a 9-yard touchdown. It's Gay to kick this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to a 43.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Penix working out of the gun here. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got a man. It's London. On the move, he's the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. This pass is caught by London. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
The Falcons will
They'll try and throw with Penix.
conversion.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
See, listen, when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs are a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. Really nice pick out of 14 yards and it moves the sticks.
Good for a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. But they pick up a field and the keeper gets second down.
First down over the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
This is Samuel. And on the inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Commanders.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
This will be incomplete. Physical play in the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A give now to Bill. This is Krosky-Merritt. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
It's a gain of 11.
On the jump.
That's another Washington Commanders
Ready?
first down.
To throw is Daniels. He'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So first and goal, 6 points here will go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown.
Complete to
Jalen Lane with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back to the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
38. Falcons 26. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. 30 to 27.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of finding it defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brings up a third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Penix going to hold on to it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He's got a man. That's caught up left sideline. And out of bounds, all the way down at the 3. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Third down and goal coming up here. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the first.
Fourth and goal.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And now they will not get in. He's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Ready.
Here's Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lane. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
And 6 at the 8-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to lead it. It's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now he's free at the 35. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Caden Prather. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We've seen him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And that one going to come up short. Late throw.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
That ball caught by Campbell. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
The Falcons will
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they take on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So two scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe he's...
This is caught inside the 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jaron Lane, 44 yards. And the Commanders tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll go play action here with Penix. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To the air, Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. That's good. Completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here we go, sack. 70, Timberwolf.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's the Commanders who come away with a win, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, that was a masterclass in quarterback play, wasn't it? 5 touchdown passes. You talk about the rapport he had with his receivers. It was like a conductor leading a symphony.
So for the Commanders, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Chester, sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a painted cause I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds, sing off key, and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes, jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me, cause don't stop.